Hi Flosstube, welcome back to Stitching Haven. I'm Corinna, this is my Flosstube video number 3, and this is my second attempt today. So first off, I want to say thank you again to all of you subscribers out there. I am so grateful for the subscribers that I have. A comment on my last video was from Frosty X Stitch, and it's Dawn R, and she told me about a Facebook group that is stitching Let It Snow Bungalow by Hands On Design that Miss Priscilla drew since I'm stitching Chalk on the Farm. So I went and joined that one, and it's nice to see people's progress on Let It Snow Bungalow and other of those chalk designs, because I actually want to stitch them all someday. So go check that out if you are also stitching those designs. And I want to recognize a shout out that I received, and I received it several weeks ago, and I hadn't seen the video yet that that she posted. Kay from Kay's Cross Stitch. Thank you for the shout out. She does a really great job of finding out who all the Flosstube newbies are, and she mentions them in every video that she does so that we can find more people in the community, and possibly people that are near where we live that we might even be able to connect with that way. So thank you so much for that. So my videos are becoming once every 2 weeks. I'm trying to commit to once a week. This time we had more sickness in our house. My son was at home 2 days last week, and I wasn't feeling very well either. But I also had a little mishap with my new computer that I got for Christmas. The hard drive apparently was corrupted, so it was a bad hard drive, and I lost all 4 of the Heaven and Earth charts that I have bought in the past, along with some of my other digital charts that thankfully I can download again. But the Heaven and Earth ones, the way they do things is when you buy PDF charts, they send you the download link, and you have 48 hours to download them, and once the 48-hour hits, those downloads expire. So I had not backed up my charts on a flash drive like they recommend. I even bought a specific Heaven and Earth Designs flash drive to put all my charts on, and I just hadn't gotten around to doing it yet. So thankfully, I emailed Michelle from Heaven and Earth Design, told her the situation, and she was definitely gracious and completely fast in responding. So I was able to get all my charts. I was able to get the downloads again for like $3 a piece, so only $12 to replace those charts. And the Best Buy wanted $100 to get stuff off of my hard drive before they sent it away to get fixed, and so I knew I wasn't gonna do that. So, but yeah, I'm so grateful for that. So thank you, Michelle. You're probably not even watching this, and that's fine. But Heaven and Earth Designs is very good with their customer service, I think. So I've had a great experience. So I was able to download those again, which is awesome. And yeah, so the first thing I wanted to show today is a finish. It is not one of mine because, as I've said, I have never finished a cross stitch chart, and I like to do big charts, so I don't know when I will ever have a finish. I'm hoping to stitch some small projects sometime this year, just to kind of balance it out a little bit instead of working on these huge things all the time. But I have a little Afghan that my father cross stitched for me several years ago. I know I'm not going to be able to show all of it in this little camera, but I really like lighthouses, so he did this Afghan for me with all these different all the different lighthouses in the country, in the U.S. I'm knocking stuff down. So, yeah, there's a little bit of that, and this it hangs off of my reading chair upstairs, and so I kind of cover up with it when I read, and it took him a while to do that, but I love it, and I actually misplaced it for a while in moving, so I'm glad we found it. So next up is my WIPS. I only worked on 3 different WIPS this week because I was trying to catch up on my 2 yearly sals that I have and still try to stitch on my Heaven and Earth Design project. So the first one I have is Into the Jungle by Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. It's their 2018 sal, and I still don't have the updated March picture to show you. I promise next time I will have it printed out. So that's what a lot of it will look like. And then this is where I am this time. I wanted to get January, February, and March done, but as you can see, I haven't done that. But I'm almost done with February. All I have is the border left, and then I'm gonna start on March, so I'm excited to hopefully finish March and take a break from this one for a little bit so I can work on other things. My second year-long sal is with Stitch Mania, and it's the Temperature Garden. So this is just basically all the flowers in black because you stitch each color based on the temperature of the day, so everybody's is going to be different depending on where you live. And I wanted to get January and February completely done, and I did not do that, but this is January up until the 20th of January. So those are my colors, my temperatures. And I do, when I stitch this, since I live in a fairly warm climate most of the time, in the winter I stitch what the low was for the day so I can have a little variance in color, and then in spring or fall and winter I stitch the low. I'm going to stitch the low temperatures, and spring and summer I'll stitch the highs when it's getting really hot again. And so my third one is my Heaven and Earth Design of Wisdom by Sherry Gerhardt. And it's the house crest for Ravenclaw house from Harry Potter. And I didn't get a ton done on this. But the stitches are so small that it's like, it doesn't look like a lot, but it actually is a lot. I think I was about right here last time, so I finished this column, and then I'm going up to finish this thing, and I have started just stitching one color at a time because I think it'll be more fun and might go a little quicker. Okay, so I do have some haul this week, mainly from Michael's and a little from Hobby Lobby, I think. So first up is I decided I wanted to stitch something more spring, and I don't know if I'll finish it in the spring or not, but I wanted to stitch it, and this is from the Just Cross Stitch magazine of March and April of this year, and it's by Leslie Tier, and it is Spring Hair. And I really love when the charts have animals, and then the animals have different colors in them, or even complete different scenes, like a farm scene inside the animal's silhouette. I really love stuff like that. And I saw this. It's on the cover of the Just Cross Stitch magazine, and I fell in love with it, and I really wanted to stitch it. I'm not a huge bunny rabbit person, but this is one of the cutest bunnies I've ever seen. So I got this one, and I found some fabric for it at Hobby Lobby. Well, I love hand-dyed fabric. I would rather spend money on the charts that I want to stitch than paying for expensive fabric, at least when it's a big piece. If it's something that's small that I can get, like picture this plus fabric on 1 2 3 Stitch for about $5 or $6, then I will buy that fabric. But when it gets up to like 20, I'm not interested in that. But I got this blue, it's a blue even weave that I think will look really cute. It's not really showing up blue, it's kind of gray on the camera, but it is more of a sky blue color. And so I think it'll look really, really cute with the rabbit on there. Another thing I got, and I got that from Hobby Lobby, and another fabric I got from Hobby Lobby is fabric that I wanted for the Little House Needleworks Farmhouse Christmas, because I'm doing that all in one piece, and I wanted to find fabric that was kind of a tea-dyed that would look good with it. And they didn't have any at Hobby Lobby that was 28 count. I love 28 count. That's all I want to stitch on most of the time. And I didn't find a big enough piece that was the color I wanted, so I figured I can just do what Priscilla and Chelsea do and get some fabric and tea dye it myself. So they did have this 28 count even weave antique white from MCG Textiles, and this was $12 and it's 30 by 36, so I love when I can get big pieces of fabric for not that much money. However, I then went to Michael's and I saw the exact fabric I wanted for Farmhouse Christmas because it was actually tea dyed, and this is a even weave Lugana, and so this is the piece I'm gonna stitch the Farmhouse Christmas on. I think it's the perfect color, and so this is what I'm gonna use instead of that. Thankfully, like I said, I still have 3 Heaven and Earth design charts, big ones, that I will start when I'm finished with this one. I'm only doing 1 Heaven and Earth design at a time, but this is the perfect size for a Heaven and Earth design. And yes, I stitch 1/1 for Heaven and Earth on 28 count. I know I'm crazy, but I actually don't mind it. I have a magnifying lamp because I can't see it otherwise. So this is what I use. So that's what I use. And so I figure I can just save this for one of those. I have the fabric for my very first chart that I bought. That's the full size. And I have 2 more full size. So this will be good for either one of those. Also from Michael's, I did pick up some more, since in the last video I showed you all the floss that I bought that I still needed for my current WIPS. I went ahead and bought more stitch bows because I'm really liking the stitch bow system. So I bought a few packs of those, and I'm only putting the thread on there when it's time to use it. And of course I got some more binder inserts for that. So there's that. And my final haul is from Down Sunshine Lane. I wanted to buy some more of their project bags because I'm liking them. I mean, they're not anything fancy. They do crumple up a little bit, but I don't mind. It's okay. And so they send you whatever color they send you. They're assorted colors and you can't really pick. I think they only have blue, green, and red. And that's what I got, was blue, green, and red. And I got 3 of the smaller bags to put current WIPS in, so that they're all kitted up in those bags. So I got that. I also got a grime guard. I didn't know they ever sold grime guards, but I looked on there under project bags, and this little grime guard was there for about $7.50, and it's for an 11 by 11, and in my experience that's pretty cheap for a grime guard for an 11 by 11 Q-snap. And this one's just, it's a camping thing. It's got a bunch of campers in different patterns and stuff, and I thought it was cute, so I snagged it. Let's see, and the last thing I have, I actually joined Down Sunshine Lane's Needle Minder of the Month club, because I go on Etsy all the time and look at the needle minders there, and there's so many that I love, and I just want to buy all of them. But I didn't want that to become an addiction for me, where I just buy and buy and buy needle minders that I could never use all of them. So I decided to join Needle Minder of the Month with Down Sunshine Lane, so that I always have a needle minder coming to me every month, and I don't feel like I need to go out and buy a bunch more. And I joined the one where you can get all 3 different kinds. There's a clay only membership. I like clay, but I don't want that to be my only needle minder. I really like the resin needle minders and the rhinestone needle minders, so I wanted to get all 3 of them. But this month was a clay one, and of course, it being near Easter, it's a little chocolate bunny, which is really cute, and it will definitely go on my spring hair when I start stitching it. But it's really, really cute, and I love it. So there's that. And yeah, that is it for my haul. My plans, I'm not sure what my plans are. I make plans of what to stitch, but just like my reading life, I'm a mood stitcher. I stitch what I'm in the mood to stitch, or what I really want to stitch, so I don't know what I'm going to want to stitch this week. I mean, I know I want to finish Into the Jungle. I want to finish the February square and the March square this week. And I think I can, because the March square is not very big. So I'm hoping I can get that done. And I want to get a little more caught up on the temperature garden. But honestly, it's not really a high priority for me. Because it's kind of a quick stitch, so I can just, when I'm in the mood to stitch it, I can just stitch a lot of the petals, and I can be good. I can be fulfilled in stitching that every now and then. And yeah, so I really want to work on my Hade. I really want to start Spring Hair, and I really want to start Farmhouse Christmas. I want to start everything that I have right now. So that is what that's what I'm planning to do. We'll see what I can get done in a week. I'm sad today because I had a subscription to Show, but I didn't get it today. I was waiting for it to come in the mail today before I did this video, and it didn't come today. And I won't have it till tomorrow, but I did join. Thank you, Tiffin Stitches, by the way, for mentioning this on your channel. I did join Victorian Motto samplers. I joined Nancy's primitive collection of the floss of the month, her floss, and so I'm getting six skeins a month, because everything I've seen of that floss, it looks so beautiful, and it comes with 20 yards of it, so to me it's the perfect thing if I ever wanted to substitute different colors for DMC, or or things like that. And so I'm really excited to just start a floss stash that's not DMC. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. So hopefully I will have that to show you. Well, I'm definitely gonna have it by next week. So hopefully I can do a video next week and show you that. So yeah, I think that is all for today. If you have any questions for me, please leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Also, I definitely accept constructive criticism. If you have any advice on how I can make my videos better, I can't do very well with what my eyes look like, whether or not I'm looking at the camera, because I do have a lazy eye, and that's something I have to live with. It bothers me too that I have an eye going that way all the time, but that's just how it's gotta be at this point. I can't do anything about that, and it bothers me. but if you do have any suggestions of how I can improve my videos, what kind of content do you want to see on these videos, because I definitely want to make these videos something that people enjoy watching. So if there's anything you ever want to see from me, please just let me know, and I would be glad to include different things in these videos. So yeah, I hope you all have a great day, and I will talk to you next Tuesday. Bye.